back to the latest instalment. Quite a lot has happened, really, to be honest. We'll start off. Booked flights for me and the eldest.
2 flights.
2 flights.
One way.
Yeah, one way. This is it. We're October.
Yeah, going from Stansted, which is exactly the same route as we took in February, flying with Emirates.
Yeah, so we've booked that. So our flight's at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We've had a look at trains. So obviously, normally drive up there, leave your car or whatever, but now no car. That should be sold at some point. So you have to run the old transport. So we've booked trains, but the thing is, the train was going to get in probably 2 hours before the flight, and knowing British transport or anything could have happened, it's a little bit too close for getting on the flight. So we've booked a hotel at Stansted Airport.
And 2 flights doesn't mean that we're leaving the kids behind and going to Australia without them. 2 flights means that we will basically take a child each, and then I'll take a dog like a month later. Well, not literally, she'll fly on a separate plane, obviously, but yeah, we'll fly out separately.
Yeah. So the plan is to go up the night before now, just to make sure we're there. So we've booked a hotel airport. So yeah, that's kind of where that is. That's starting to make it feel even more real now, I guess, because now the flights are booked. We're kind of like committed. We've paid the money. That's it. We're going.
So you're going to get the Stansted Express to Stansted Airport, and then the hotel is about 5 minutes from the airport. So you're going to get a taxi to the hotel.
It's just a walk, I think, up to the end.
Okay.
I think. Oh no, tell a lie. Yeah, probably get a taxi to the airport.
Yeah,
the hotel.
Stay the night and then head to the airport the next morning in a taxi, and then off you go. And then what happens?
Right, so flights. We are, like I said, this is going to be the quickest journey to Australia so far. So about 22 hours with a stopover. So we're doing Stansted to Dubai,
which is the same route as we went in February. We went Stansted to Dubai.
So that's just under 7 hours to there, and about an hour and 50 stopover, it says. And I think last time, by the time we got off the plane, walked from one end of the airport to the other, we're kind of like at the gate, ready to board again. So it's not too bad. And then the big grueling flight is Dubai straight to Brisbane, which is about 14 hours roughly.
But didn't we do 14 hours in February on one flight?
I was coming home, wasn't it, from...
Yeah, so you have done 14 hours before.
It's still a long time to be flying. So yeah, hold on, the dog's just hitting the camera a minute. Anyway, so she'll be on the screen in a minute, I'm sure. Oh, get ready. Nope, she's gone. Anyway, so that's flights. Then we arrive in Brisbane at 10:20 at night. So we're looking at car hire as well, because obviously we haven't got a car this time, and I think a lot of them shut around about 11, half 11 at night. I'm just thinking, kind of by the time we've got bags and suitcases and whatever, it's going to be a push, because then you've either got the shuttle bus, if it's running, to the actual hire place, or if there's a hire place on site, it's still going to be pushing it, I think. So. And
you're going to be tired.
Yeah, after all that. So again, another hotel at Brisbane Airport. So literally, it's about a 5-10 minute walk, just to get our heads down, I think, and then start afresh in the morning, ready to pick up the hire car at some point. So yeah, a lot to do. Hire car. We're still umming and ahhing what to do with that, really, aren't we?
Yeah, and at some point we're going to need 2 cars, so I think we're going to be apart for about 5 weeks, aren't we?
It's about that now, I think, by the time the dog's gone and then you come over.
Yeah, so we'll need 1 car, obviously, for you until I get there, and then we'll need another car. So whether that's hire cars or, like, you buy 1 or 2 cars in that time. We're not sure, but
Yeah, that's the next thing we'll be looking at. It's like doing some research on how to buy a car in Australia. It's like, oh, this is fun. Obviously, some car, I think, I presume it applies to all cars, is there's a stamp duty due on the car, you've got to have registration with it, obviously insurance. So yeah, it's not just like England, you just buy a car and get it transferred into your name, I think. But anyway.
I'm sure you'll be doing a video on it anyway.
Yeah, no doubt. But
and watch out in future videos, because the eldest daughter, who's flying out with you in October, has said that she will feature in the videos. So
she wants a big slice of the action, supposedly.
watch out for her in October.
So yeah, that's kind of where we're to right now. Another exciting thing, if you remembered the last video we said about decluttering and the last little gold mine we found regarding my glasses. Well, I was in the garage today, of all places, just sorting out like tools, what tools I want to take, what I'm going to sell. Obviously we're going to do a few boot sales and whatever. But some of you older people from around the 80s, what was this,
1987.
1987. Well, your hands up if you remember. They put it in front of you, but anyone remember what these are called? Yeah, that's right, boglins.
And this particular one is called Squidge.
There you are, squidge. You can do the whole little hello. So yeah, find one of these little gems in the garage.
How much do you reckon that retailed for in 1987?
Obviously, I don't think my mum and dad bought it, to be honest. Don't know what they're worth. Probably maybe £10-15, maybe. I don't know. Hirsch wants to see it right now. We'll see it.
Anyway, it's now worth about 40, so not as good a profit as the sunglasses, but still quite a good profit since 1987.
So there you go, folks. Declutter. You'll find little treasures, maybe.
What else has been going on?
What have we been doing?
We've booked the dog in for a kennel cough vaccination, so that's something she has to have within 12 months of travel. So that's booked in for next week. So that's another tick off of the long list of dog importation requirements.
Should we show the folks at home what you've actually got to do? Should I point out what we're going to do?
Maybe a separate video, just for people with dogs, because not everyone wants to see, but that's a good idea.
So yeah, we'll do another video for all of you that are taking dogs or pets. I presume it applies to both slightly. Cats as well. Also, we're going to be doing a top tips on how to emigrate, because we are such experts now. Yeah, we're doing our video on that, kind of like, just kind of helping you what to plan for, stuff like that. But yeah, what else you got?
Well, one of the most exciting things is, obviously we've been looking at properties since we arrived in Brisbane in February, and back then there were no rental properties available. We knew it was going to be sort of September, October, and there was nothing sort of available that far away. But now I'm starting to see properties that are available from September. So the reality of actually potentially finding somewhere before we even arrive in Brisbane could be a lot more real. Yeah. We've done a lot of amendments to our short-term let as well since we've released some of these videos, because originally we booked a property in...
Is it near Wellington? No, Victoria Point.
Yeah, near Victoria Point, because we want to be in Cleveland, and that was kind of the closest property that we could find at the time, because we thought we were all going to go together, that would accept a dog as well and had a swimming pool. But now all of our plans have changed, and you're going out first, and then the dog, and then us. We've booked somewhere else for when you arrive in Brisbane after that airport night.
Yeah, so for about just under a month, I think. Does it say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're booked in there for a month, which will give you enough time to find somewhere, if we haven't already before you go, a property.
Yeah, so that's a good thing, is obviously you need somewhere to stay and sort your head out and find your feet. You can't really. Well, I suppose you could find somewhere to rent, but it's quite hard. Obviously, I think some realtors obviously want you to turn up to inspections before you book. So unless you're willing to pay loads over the asking price for the monthly rent, they probably won't even look at you because you've not actually shown your face, because they obviously want to see what you're like as a person or a family or whatever. So yeah, that's what we would say is just book somewhere close to where you're thinking of staying to, and yeah, just use that as a base because obviously I've got a few weeks before I kind of start my new job over there, so I need to kind of get myself sorted a little bit before obviously you come over a few weeks later.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of where we're at now at the moment. We've got exciting boot sales to do and everything else. I literally opened up the garage today. I was like, what am I going to do with all this? You just think, oh yeah, I'll just leave it there, but it's like shelving, you got everything, racking, tools. Don't know, I had so many tools to be honest, but
There was so much rubbish in the garage today that the general waste bins were emptied by the bin men this morning, and by lunchtime today, and luckily they'd been this morning, so by lunchtime you'd literally filled up the general waste bin with all the stuff
yeah,
out of the garage.
that was
So
literally half the garage. I've not done the rest of it, but
yeah.
yeah, so that's a big thing, is declutter. So yeah, so that's kind of where we're at now. Is we've got the countdown started, ready for the flights. The suitcases are kind of getting there-ish, or I am. Not sure about the oldest yet. Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. So as per usual, we'll leave you with.
Yeah, it would really help us out if you like our videos, and even more help us out if you would subscribe. I know that the content on our channel now is a bit mixed because we've got this new fascination with scratch cards and filming them, and it seems like a lot of people out there also have a fascination of watching people scratch off scratch cards. So we're really keen to be able to build up our followers, so that we can, yeah, obviously share more content and do more things. And yeah, so basically it would really help if you like and subscribe.
So thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next few videos we release. See you later.